Hello paddlers, welcome back to my channel. I haven't been able to get out. I'm hoping to be getting out in a couple of days actually. Alright, but I just thought I'd make this quick video. Right. Winter time, we all say about wearing a dry suit and stuff like that, but I'm sure every single year new paddlers decide they want to go winter paddling, so they buy some sort of dry suit. Well, I have mentioned in another video once, right, about taking care of your gaskets, right, on your dry suit, right, because these things, yes, they can be replaced, but they can also be a nightmare to replace, right. But if you take care of them, they'll last forever. You should do this after every paddle, but what I like to do is after every time I take this off, I do this, what I'm going to show you. And also if I don't use it, right, I do this about once a month anyway, right, just to protect the gasket. It takes minutes, so without any further ado, I'll just get on with it. All you need is a cloth or whatever. I use an old sock, and I've just got pure white powder, as in talcum powder. Right, you can use chalk powder or whatever, but talcum powder is cheap. Right, non-scented. Do not get the scented stuff. The chemicals will damage your dry suit. Right, and all you want is your gasket. Turn your dry suit inside out, and you'll see why I've got it in a sock in a minute. And you need to get the talcum powder all over the gasket. Now instead of sprinkling it, I put it in a sock so you can literally just whack it on. I'm wearing black trousers and a black top. Probably not the best thing to do when I'm spreading out talcum powder. But this is not a job that takes long. Right, make sure it's all over the gasket. Give it a bit of a rub in. Turn your hood the other way around. Get your sock. So it's just full of talcum powder. Natural, non-scented, as I said. But this is a job that will save you hours and hours of headache. Right? Could save you a lot of money. Well, would save you a lot of money. You could easily, replacing a gasket, end up destroying your dry suit and having to buy a new one. Right, that's the neck done. Whereas doing a job like this, that can take seconds, literally seconds, well, a couple of minutes or so. I mean, I'm doing all this in real time just to show you. It's this first sleeve, just turning it inside out so I can get the inside easier. Right, that's the gasket completely turned inside out. Grab my sock again. And turn it the right way around. What this does is it basically helps to keep the rubber gasket supple, right? So it doesn't dry out and crack. That's why you should do it after every single paddle, right? And like I say, when I'm not paddling, I like to do this at least once a month, right? Just to protect the gasket. I mean, I've got one sleeve left. As you can see, this is a job that does not take a long time. This is not hours and hours and hours or whatever. This is like a 5-minute, 10-minute job if you're bloody talking to a camera at the same time, trying to remember stuff. But so I've only got this sleeve to do and that's it. Then I can put it away and not even think about it. Of course, as I've said, the next time I go out, say I went out tomorrow, alright? Which I'm hoping to get out in a couple of days, but if the weather holds. We've had so much bloody wind here. I know a lot of places like in Sweden and stuff are getting the snow, we're getting the bloody wind. But yeah, so even if I go out in a couple of days, like when I come back in, before I put my Drysuit away, I'll do this again. But yeah, that's it now. That's the job. The sock makes it a lot quicker rather than trying to sprinkle talc everywhere. But that's it, job done. You can time that. I don't know how long it took me. My black trousers don't wear black trousers. This ain't got much on my top. Yeah, but that's it done. It will protect your Drysuit, it will protect your gasket, I should say, and it's something you should do because a gasket is very important. Now I know some Drysuits have neoprene gaskets, so you don't have to do this on that, right? But if you've got an air sealed one, that's what you want to do. If you're interested in folding up a Drysuit, always start from the feet. Right, put the legs together, fold up the legs to the body until you get to that centre zip. We're not quite there yet. There, we're at the centre zip now. You won't see this. But then throw your arms of it to cross that centre zip. Right, because you don't want to fold over the centre zip. Fold it all the way over at one go. And you can tuck the edges in to make it look pretty if you want, but I'm only going to chuck this in a bag. Right there. Done. But yeah, doing the gaskets, it's a 5-minute job. It's not difficult. And it will save you time and money. It'll protect your gasket. You do this regular. I mean, I've heard of some people. There's one guy, right, who I was chatting to, or not chatting to, you know, comments on YouTube, right? He uses the chalk powder. I don't know if you can get talcum powder, right, where he was. He didn't say America. He was somewhere like Australia or something, I don't know. But he's had the same Drysuit for 15 years and never replaced his gasket once. So that'll be really like old style, right? But it's something you should do. Now, I actually looked on YouTube first of all to see if I've made this video before, and I couldn't find it, but I seem to remember talking about this, so maybe I just talked about it but I didn't actually show you. But this is for like new paddlers who's just got yourself a Drysuit, right, for this winter. Protect your gaskets. Right, make sure these seals always stay soft and supple. It's the elastic band effect. I'm sure I made a video about that because I seem to remember seeing the elastic band effect. Anyway, if you imagine an elastic band, you get one, you stretch it and stuff. You leave it out, right? However how long, as you know, you come back and it's gone all brittle and dry, and if you pull it, it just snaps. Same thing with a gasket, exactly the same thing. But putting the talc on helps protect it. Okay then paddlers, I've kind of rushed through this because I don't want it to drag on. It's just about putting talcum powder on a bit of rubber basically. Okay, I'll leave it there then, and hopefully you'll catch me on the water, right, in my next video. Please, weather forecast, don't change. Okay then, cheers.